9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down. Again, here's Bernard. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. And we peek at the defense now for Philadelphia.
Malcolm Jenkins entered the NFL as a cornerback and has transitioned to safety, but still retains his good coverage skills.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. And Dalton to throw. And Eifert has it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. Fresh set of downs here. Now a play fake here on first down. Backing up. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. Green's got it over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
There's nothing like getting out of the gate and finding your favorite target. Andy Dalton just did that with A.J. Green.
And some people call that a nice fantasy football connection as well.
Yeah, they're piling up the points that way. They want to see that continue.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. First and 10 for Dalton. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. And some room to maneuver. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick-6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And I know it's hard in live action, but you've got to keep your hands away from the face. That's a 15-yard penalty.
You work on it all the time, making sure your target area is lower and trying to keep your hands away from the face mask so you don't get the big penalty.
They go play action here on first down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Brandon Graham in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. They'll come out in the pistol. Second down, Dalton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Leon Hall. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's got room. Past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Wendell Smallwood, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles add on to their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Looking left side, he's got it, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Shift together here from the D-line. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, got stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Dalton throwing on 2nd down. Green brings it in. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. And that one results in 35 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. 2nd down, the ball on the 2 here, 2nd and goal. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And Nugent puts it through. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
Yeah, as an offensive coordinator, if you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work. But in his defense, this has been a stifling defense so far. So they've got to start finding a way to unlock them as this game goes on.
The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
That was a good, strong run there. While it won't pick up a 1st down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
This is Coleman on the carry, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Play clock winding down. Wentz now on first down. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Now Wentz. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Brandon LaFell his intended target, and that'll bring up second down. And the tight end, Zach Ertz, is key in this offense as we get a look at the starters.
Comes out of the factory known as Stanford, which keeps putting out tight ends. Zach Ertz, one of the better ones we've seen in recent years.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
Now let's go.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. He's going to let this thing go deep for LaFell. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And the Bengals starting defensive unit now.
Vontaze Burfict is a super talent and a fierce competitor. He can do it all at the linebacker position.
One receiver left, two to the right. On third and long, it's Wentz. Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Ray Malaluga. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But I also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? And a quick throw here. That's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They come up in an offset eye. So Dalton now firing quickly here, and that's complete. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running around and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Another chance for Dalton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. They come out here in the eye. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Let's give credit to the defense. They got plenty of bodies to the point of attack and stuff the run. I just wonder if the offensive line let down a little bit, knowing that the big guy was getting the ball, and they expected him to pick up a first.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
We talk all the time about how important it is to have leverage in blocking. It's also a big part of policing up gaps. Did you move someone out of the A gap? Did you move them out of the B gap in order to create space for your guy to run? In this case, all those gaps were shut down.
Yeah, the movement was defensive, and they got him for a loss. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Three yards to go here on second down.
Let's go.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And it's third and short.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the second level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
And 3 full yards here for the offense to get on third down. Wentz going to try and throw on third. Trying to get it to LaFell, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Dennard. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
On the right side, caught by Green. And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
To throw here, Dalton. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Dalton throwing on second down. Green's got it over the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Halfback sent in motion. A first down throw coming for Dalton. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And that'll bring up second down.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. The veteran Connor Barwin in on the stop.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. Caught, Eifert over the middle. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Dalton, 1st and 10. And caught, right side, Green. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Yards left for the offense. It's 2nd down. Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton. This will be caught at the 2. And eventually stopped just shy of the goal line right around the 2. Dalton's going to sneak it. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in, and they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They come out here in the eye. So now 3rd and goal. Will the defense bring some extra pressure here? No gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal?
Partner, it's decision time now. I know it's still just the second quarter, but you have an opportunity to either kick the field goal or go for it and try and score a big-time touchdown. This is why the head coaches get paid the big bucks.
And Nugent puts it through. And that'll bring him back within 4. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
Not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though this offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this will be recovered at least by the offense, but he'll be taken down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Now Dalton. He's going to take another shot here. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. Well, they don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Here's Smallwood. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Here we go now. 3-19.
On 2nd down, Smallwood. 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Green 39. Green 39. Leopard.
A run with Smallwood. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
3-19.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
And he connects with Ertz. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Green 39. Green 39.
First and goal, they'll look to smash it in. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Wendell Smallwood, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. And Charles, the 2nd time today that he has hit pay dirt.
And once you score the first one, there is that natural tendency, and there's also that eagerness to get back there again. Oh, he smells it. This guy smelled the end zone, and twice he's gotten there.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They had what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Yeah, just couldn't hang on to the slant.
Mike 51. Mike 51.
2nd and 10. Dalton once more. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. They overload him that time of the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
Watch left. Start right there. Hey. Wide 20.
3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? He's got his man here. It's Green. And he's brought down after a good gain. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
20. 51 to Mike. 51 to Zebra.
They go play action here on first down. He's got time. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. And he missed it. No good. This is going to remain a 2-point game after that one. After the touchdown, here's Mike Nugent now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And this will be a touchback. Last year would have come out to the 20. This year they'll move it out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They go with another carry for the rookie Smallwood. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 11 on the gain there. And that leads to a Philadelphia first. First down, Wentz. And he's going to be intercepted. There he goes, left side. Picked off by George Iloka. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for the Bengals TD. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Room here to run. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar, 104 yards. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They were able to get the stop defensively, and now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Second down now after the incompletion. Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. He's got Fuller. So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding.
I really don't know where to go with this one. He caught the pass, but in the opposite direction towards his own end zone. That's not one you get every game.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end left. 380.
Green will come in motion right.
Motion out of the backfield.
Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Zebra.
Third down from the gun. Dalton. He finds his target, Fuller. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. They come up in an offset eye. And Dalton to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Curtis Lofton. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Well, these two guys, Dalton and Green, they've hooked up on some big plays since coming in as rookies together back in 2011. But sometimes Andy can rely on them just a little bit too heavily. And this is a ball he probably shouldn't have thrown.
They start the drive with Smallwood. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Again, it's Smallwood. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers, Steel Curtain, they would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the Steel Curtain was playing. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They run, Smallwood. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
So the D-line's going to spread out.
Let's go. 3-19.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
7 yards remaining here on 3rd down.
Detroit! Here we go now. Green, 39.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play. Dalton to his favorite target, Green. 49 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there. While an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play, for the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Key the tight end. Set, wide, 20. Zebra. Whip. Watch the whip.
2nd and 10. Dalton once more. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's brought down. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. It's complete to Fuller. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Dalton, 1st and 10. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A.J. Green with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bengals are once again going to retake the lead. Extra point coming now for Nugent. And, can you believe it? He misses another one, his third so far. And after the touchdown, here's Mike Nugent now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Wentz now on first down. And Matthews has it right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a Philadelphia first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? They go play action here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. And now it's second down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. And a right side completion here by LaFell. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Completed pass on second down. Now it's third down as the defense looks for the stop. Again, it's Wentz. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty. Back now in Cincinnati. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And not great starting field position here for the offense. The drive starts with a handoff to Bernard. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8.
And he goes down. Dalton couldn't get rid of it, and that will be a safety. So they bring pressure from the corner, and the corner blitz pays off.
When you make it look like man-to-man coverage and then bring the corner off the corner, big plays often result, and it sure did on that one.
And now the Eagles offense back out onto the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time with just punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth.
And the defensive line controls the offensive front the way we just saw there. It doesn't allow any of the offensive linemen to leak downfield and get to the linebackers and block them on the second level. You end up with the type of play we just saw. Linebackers didn't have to fight anyone off. Didn't have to knock anyone to the side. Didn't have to...
And got his man complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. And we continue to see another example here of offenses just going for it.
And this game has really turned into a receiver's dream and a defender's nightmare because no one's being stopped throwing the ball downfield, and points are going on the board.
Wentz going to throw. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. So 2nd and 10 here. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Now let's go. Green, 39. Green, now Hardy, 40. Detroit, Detroit. No. Check, Patriot. No. Check, Patriot. Leopard. All right, here we go. Back to that Philly. Here we go.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. And Matthews makes the ground. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. And now Matthews couldn't really tell what happened there defensively, but he's still down. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Zach Ertz, the man in motion. 1st down, a run with Smallwood. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
They come out here in the eye. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. This will be caught at about the 5. And eventually stopped just shy of the goal line right around the 2. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it? And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Wendell Smallwood, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Watch 17. Here we go now. Green.
Wentz going to look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
They had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser-focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Wide, 20.
Dalton throwing on 2nd down. And he's got Fuller. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. So here we go, a 3rd down after the 2nd down pass completion.
Ready, 380.
Here's Dalton. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down.
Hey,
They come up in an offset eye. Now Dalton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Well, that wasn't exactly a work of art, was it?
No, that wasn't a thing of beauty. That's just why I don't play in points per reception fantasy league.
Is that what they call
the receiver
PPR?
still gets a point there. Yeah.
Oh. And
you went that far back. No bueno.
Well, I'll tell you what. I wish I had their defense on my fantasy game.
So now the offense is facing a first down and 20 after that last mistake. They come out here in the eye. Dalton gives to Bernard. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up second down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
380. 380. I got him. On me.
It's second down. Dalton looking. Underneath, this is Bernard. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. And Dalton will just sneak it. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
For those vertically challenged quarterbacks, here's a time where they will tell you it's an advantage to be a little bit on the smaller side. Able to duck in behind their offensive line and stick the ball across the imaginary yellow line for a first down.
So a designed run last play. Now Dalton to pass. He's going to air one out. And this is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A.J. Green, his third touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the fourth. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll run here with Bernard. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. And after the touchdown, here's Mike Nugent now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Wentz going to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. Back to the air on second down. Wentz. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's third down. And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. Now Wentz on third down. Now they go screen. It's complete. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know you got a baseball background, right?
A little bit. Started in minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen give when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, well, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
Aguilar has it. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. And that's what you've got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those 4th down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make plays to help his team. And no one is asking him to do anything more or less than do exactly what we saw there.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Wentz now on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Brandon LaFau, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
And such a close game, a very big one. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
They come up in an offset eye.
Here we go. Boom, landed. Leopard.
He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They have the 3-point lead. Defense did their job. Now, late game. Although it looks good, you know the coaches, they haven't counted this as a victory yet.
I agree with you totally. Big applause for the defense, but no one is taking their headset off on this.
And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
They'll run again with Bernard. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves them with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
81 right there. He's sneaky. Check that guy. Single.
Dalton wants to throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. And Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. To throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 11, and that'll make it 3rd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56. All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Oh, he fakes a spike.
Can we go back to the days where if you tapped your wrist as a quarterback, that just meant you're going to spike the ball, not fake spike it and try and get something downfield? They just tried it there, and it wasn't successful, but I know what you're thinking, right?
Dan Marino, Jets, 90s.
Yeah, without a doubt. His Dolphins got over on him. They faked the spike play, thought they were going to stop the clock, end up throwing a nice pass for a touchdown, I believe.
I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They have a little bit of time here to get in the field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Big spot, Andy Dalton. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to launch this thing, and that's caught inside the 35. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So Mike Nugent on now with the game on the line. 3 for 3 so far, and a 4th would win it. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. Well, he was 3 for 3 to that point, but he couldn't keep the perfect game going.
Did someone mention it on the bench and jinx
Maybe
it?
jinx him a little bit.
Well, you doubt it had anything to do with overconfidence, but hey, it's an inexact science. These things do happen.
Here's Wentz to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now.
Okay, let's do our version of name dropping here. Let's show off a little knowledge, right? The A-gap, the gap between the center and the guard on either side, right? Both sides. Control that, you're going to control an inside running game.
And he had to feel satisfied because he hit that gap, broke the contact. He loves that.
That's the best part, right? That's what he's going to ask the coach to run back on film
Let me
review.
see that one more time.
Show that again, coach. Look how my legs kept churning. I just kept moving, and he did to the tune of a big game.
So now the first OT throw coming for Dalton. He's got Fuller. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Second down now after the pass completion. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. Caught. Eifert over the middle. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
They look to throw on 3rd with Dalton. He's got his man here. It's Green. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Here's Bernard. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Dalton throwing on second down. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. So the game-winning touchdown came through the air in overtime.